Our dear viewers, and welcome to a new edition of our program Africa Today. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi today inaugurated the Egypt's 2024, which is Egypt's largest energy show. Held under the patronage of the President, and hosted by the Egyptian Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources, the Egypt Energy Show Egypt is being held at the Egypt International Exhibition Center El Manara from the 19th of February till the 21st. More details in the following report.
Of His Excellency President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi and hosted by the Ministry of Petroleum and Mineral Resources, Egypt Energy Show Egypt is being held at the Egyptian International Exhibition Center. Under the theme of driving energy transition, security and decarbonization, the event is taking place as the destination to convene energy and related industries to align on the lower carbon, high growth future of energy. Egypt builds on its annual legacy of global collaboration to showcase and platform the cutting edge technologies and systems critical to achieving global energy transition. Companies from across the energy ecosystem will showcase the innovations and technologies driving the industry's journey to net zero, including direct air capture, carbon capture, utilization and storage, green hydrogen, and electricity powered to X, artificial intelligence, and the industrial Internet of Things. Set to unlock tangible investment opportunities in Egypt's lucrative energy market, Egypt's 2024 is set to unite primary stakeholders to play critical roles in the region's critical upcoming projects worth more than $1 billion in the oil and natural gas sectors in the Western Desert region of Egypt. During the official press conference held on January 28th at the new administrative capital, His Excellency Tariq al-Mullah, the Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources, underscored Egypt's transformative role in the regional energy landscape, stating that this year's edition of the event is presenting itself in a new light after transforming from a petroleum-focused platform to a comprehensive one that covers all variables of the energy industry. The aim is to be more inclusive of current global trends in the energy industry, such as energy transition, reducing emissions, decarbonizing the petroleum and gas industry, and hydrogen production. Il-Mullah explained that this positive shift in the conference aligns with the global interest in energy transition and emission reductions. This is especially true after Egypt's successful organization of the Climate Summit in Sharm el-Sheikh COP27, as well as the Egyptian state's national commitments and plans in these areas and the importance of elements of energy integration in a single system.
Egypt's Energy Show, Egypt's 2024, taking place from the 19th till the 21st of February in Cairo, is said to be a landmark event for the energy sector in Africa and the Mediterranean.
The Egypt Energy Show Egypt 24, taking place on February 19th to 21st in Cairo, Egypt, is set to be a landmark event for the energy sector in Africa and the Mediterranean. Under the theme Driving Energy Transition, Security and Decarbonization, the conference and exhibition will bring together key industry players, government officials, and thought leaders to discuss the most pressing challenges and opportunities facing the sector. Anticipating participation from over 35,000 attendees and 2,200 delegates spanning the entire energy supply and value chains, Egypt's 2024 will engage in comprehensive discussions concerning worldwide energy dynamics, the latest industry trends, regional progress, and collective actions to achieve net zero emissions. Tariq al-Mullah, Egypt's Minister of Petroleum and Mineral Resources, underscored Egypt's transformative role in the regional energy landscape, stating Egypt has evolved into a cornerstone of the African and Mediterranean energy ecosystem, acting as a catalyst for business and investment in the regional energy market. Each year, we witness substantial growth, increased interest, and the formation of invaluable partnerships, thereby accelerating Egypt's ascendancy as a regional energy hub. In light of the pressing imperative of addressing net zero agendas, Egypt's 2024 will delve into the formidable challenges and opportunities inherent in achieving profound carbon reductions. The conference will champion influential thought leadership on accelerating the transition to substantial energy production with a focus on decarbonization and methane reduction strategies.
And indeed, to shed more light on the issue, we are very much delighted to be joined over the phone by Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Ambassador Bayoumi, good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine, how are you?
Ambassador Bayoumi, Egypt's energy show, Egypt is being held under the theme of driving energy transition, security, and decarbonization. Tell us more about this landmark event, Ambassador Bayoumi.
I am so happy to witness this because this is a source of addition coming from our God.
Yes.
For Egypt, it is a wealthy area where we have recently lot of discoveries, whether for gas in the eastern side of the Mediterranean or oil.
Yes.
And now we are becoming importer for gas and exporter for liquid gas.
Yes.
This is a very important and highly advanced industry, which we are now tackling in Damietta and Rashid with our new generators to liquidate the gas in order to send it as liquid,
yes,
which is a very developed industry. So the president himself, of course, he is on top of this event, and now we are becoming a candidature to export oil, gas, even electricity, because we shall very soon be having surplus of all of these energy sources, whether oil, gas, and electricity. I want to add to what we are seeing, that we are connecting the electric net all over the whole Arab world, from Baghdad in the far east of the Arab world up to Casablanca in the far west of the Arab world. And here we gain 30% of our electric energy because of the difference of time. When they stop using electricity in Baghdad at midnight, then it is still at 10 o'clock in Cairo. So we use it. When we stop using electricity at midnight in Cairo, it is still at 10 o'clock at Casablanca. So the surplus of this, we are now establishing an electric connection with Greece, with Cyprus, with Italy recently. And now here we are receiving some gas from PV. It's a British company for oil, and it has a long history in Egypt in oil and gas discoveries.
Yes.
So happy to watch this.
Yes.
This is an addition to our income. I hope that we are up to it and we make good use of it.
Yes. Mr. Ambassador, in his speech before the Egypt's 2024 today, President Sisi said that implementing renewable energy pledges in Africa is difficult due to the lack of funding. How do you see the solution for this problem, Mr. Ambassador?
I am so amazed, and I always trying to tease our partners, ambassadors of Europe in Cairo, telling them, tell me, the flow of money from Africa to Europe, or the flow of money from Egypt to Europe is much more, or the flow of money coming to us.
Yes.
And I am telling you, I'm telling everybody that every dollar or every euro the EU is using in Egypt, we are buying by 101 euros as imports. So Africa, this is a problem in Africa. Africa is paying its debts. Africa is paying its invoice of imports much more than it receives of investment, or it receives of the result of its exports. And we have to change this. Very few countries now understand this. China is ahead of all these countries trying to invest in Africa.
Yes.
And I am telling even ourselves, the Egyptian, that was the message after I spent years in Africa. If you want to trade with Africa, you have to invest in Africa. There are a lot of opportunities, very good opportunities in Africa in order to invest, whether in food industry, in cereal, in agriculture, in industry, name it. But of course, we have problems in Africa. We have a huge enemy of bureaucracy. We have a problem of transport. We don't have easy transport ways and means. We don't have a banking system which can cover our operations. The ports in Africa are very small. It does not receive big tankers or big ships to transport the merchandise. All these dimensions we have to tackle, because it is a source of obstacle for investment and for trade. But voila, we are doing our best now within the African Union, since our president presides the African Union in 2019. Now we have a big and a large African free trade area. This will make the borders to diminish, and that we can make much more good connections. But frankly, I hope that we concentrate on this file, because it deserves, it pays back whatever investment you are doing.
Sir, also the President called on the international financing institutions and the rich countries to provide low-cost funding to the renewable energy projects. Do you believe that in the coming phase, as we were the launchers of the COP27, and we did participate in the COP27, 28 in Dubai, are we going to witness some moves here from the donors, the international donors and the rich countries, in order to help the less developed countries in these domains in particular?
Here I will be different from all those you may ask them. I am with the cooperation with the international financial system, whether the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, or the World Bank, or the International Financial Organization. Because if I read quite well the history of Egypt with those organizations, it's very positive. When we were indebted in the 80s and 90s, they gave us the opportunity to go to Paris, the Paris Club, and they reduce our debt problem by 50%. They gave us a new package to arrange our debts towards the whole world, and we became very fresh by that. Now I think we are not that indebted burden here, but I think that cooperation with the International Monetary Fund would give us three good opportunities. First, that they study our economy. They give us the experience in other countries who had the same problems. Second, they give us a sort of soft finance. For a long period, 30 years, and the rate of interest is very low. Third, they make a sort of a report every 3 months about our economy, and I am happy that always the reports about the Egyptian economy is positive. So it's a sort of propaganda for our economy, and the thing that although we are not attracting enough investment, but still
Yes.
We are the largest attractive country in the whole area, whether in the Middle East, the Arab world.
Ambassador Gamal Bayoumi, former Assistant Foreign Minister, always a pleasure to listen to your very precious input, sir. Thank you so much. Our dear viewers, with that we come to the end of this edition of our program, Africa Today. Many thanks for watching.